Have I been having the absolute makeup time of my life? Yeah. Yeah, I have. I have been going absolutely feral. I've been doing my spicy looks, but listen, I know it's been a while since we have done something, I just hate calling it simple because this might even still be extreme for you. But I'm going to say that this is going to be very simple for me. This is going to be a very quick look for me. I never wanted to say, oh, it's a quick look, and then I use 10 products, and you're like, well, I would have only used 2. So I'm going to call this simple for me, but maybe it's simple for some of you. But even if you're on a very simple makeup journey, maybe you can pick up a tip or 2 here. Now I'm going to finish my skincare. I'm going to grab my Elemis eye cream. This is a tip in itself. Listen, you're like, eye cream, boring. I know for a fact I'm not going to be doing anything that's going to have any kind of fallout, so I can just go ahead with my eye cream. If you're using something, and listen, fallout's not bad, it's necessary for certain techniques. But if I know I'm going to do a look that involves any kind of fallout, I don't reach for the eye cream. I have no eye cream on. So that's a really good tip. And then I'm going to use some on my lid. But now we really need that to sink in. So we got to give it a couple minutes. Or if I just put the shadow I'm going to use on top of that, mess, chaos, and then my whole time of being in a hurry ruined, then I might as well done an extra triple cut crease glitter gob. This is the moisturizer that I already had on. So I will do my moisturizer, but I don't bring it all the way up. I do already have this on. And I keep saying that I need a new one, but such a little bit goes such a long way that this is somehow lasting me. I love the way it smells. It smells very spa. Ooh, and this is also kind of cool. This eye cream, I've seen such a difference with my under eyes and hydration and even fine lines, but I've even seen a difference from now that I'm wearing contacts. I didn't realize that everywhere I went, like at the Starbucks menu, I was all... Highly recommend this eye cream and contacts if you need them. So one more thing about Elemis, my friends, all of y'all are the greatest, and y'all always let me know when deals are happening because Elemis has deals all the time. Yeah, it's a spicy price, but they normally have some really, really good deals. And I try to keep y'all updated because a few of y'all are signed up for text. I should sign up for text, but y'all always let me know. So I'm like, there's my friends, let me know. Honestly, y'all are my friends. But if you're wondering, I should just wait. I mean, they do have deals. So do keep that in mind. And then I know that y'all will let me know the next time they have a deal because y'all are the greatest. One more thing of skincare. Skincare is so important because I'm going to use powder foundation. I'm Balanced to Dry. This is the most delicious powder foundation. We'll get to that in a second. I've been using this for almost since 2020 now. It's been my favorite. Okay. I love this because it is not oily, but I've got a couple dry patches right now. Ooh, I really, really, really love it. If you have extra dry patches, the Elemis Superfood, but if it's just a little bit of some dryness, and even for oily skin, this is so thin but hydrating. I've been loving this with makeup. So I've got a couple around here. And then I have like a weird one right here, but it's almost gone. I'm gonna put it there. So I like to pinpoint with this spot treatment brush around these little bit of dry areas. Retinol does it to me, okay? Retinol, it's so good, but you will get a dry patch, and that's okay. Love this. I feel like skin prep is so important to talk about when we are doing our makeup in a hurry. And I know you're like, okay, you're just going into this, it's boring, get to the makeup. When we're in a hurry, that's when things go wrong. I don't know why I'm holding this, I just like the way it feels. That's when things mess up. It's always, when we sit at home, we have hours, we're just sitting here playing with makeup, perfect. It's when you're in a hurry, you kind of get into autopilot. So you have to remember where you're at with your skin prep, what's happening with your face at the moment. Like I said, I'm having some dry patches. So if I was just in a hurry, I might have skipped that step, but that is so important. That way we're not putting this on later and it's patching up or having issues, or it's not wearing properly on here later. So skin prep is even more important when we're in a hurry and where we're at in the skin prep steps. So a cream shadow like this, close to your skin tone, warm tones, okay? It's very warm, just perfect. And this one's a little bit closer to my skin tone. They have other colors as well. So I'm gonna take that. It's on the tip of the brush and I'm just kind of pressing it onto the lid at first. And then once I get it about right there, now I'm gonna do some really soft circular motions. We have no base underneath here, just that eye cream, and it's had time to dry down. Look how nice that looks. So easy. You just buff that right on. And it just looks so polished already. By the way, if you are a beginner or you find yourself in a rush, this is, I like to call it the In a Rush brush. It's an E29. We're actually gonna be using this for concealer. We're even gonna use it around the eye area later to set some powder. This is so multi-purpose. You're about to see that here. But this is kind of a one-stop shop in terms of a beginner or in a rush. That's why we call it the In a Rush brush. I'm gonna get y'all the link. You'll love this brush. Plus, we just wipe it right on Sheila. That's not Sheila, that's my hair towel. Sheila ran away. She made her debut and ran away. Don't forget, we did drop Sheila's. And by drop, we released them. We didn't drop them in the floor. Well, not yet today. And if you're having questions, what would be the difference between this and this? This is a little bit more skin-like. So if you want something that really just looks like your skin, but kind of a tint, the blue one is very, very pigmented, but these buff out a little less pigmented. That's not a bad thing. That's why there's different products for everyone. This one I'd say is more full coverage and a look. This is just very quick, hurry. This one takes there you go. This one takes a touch more effort and it's a little bit more, something you have to focus on keeping it in control, even this color. And this is just grab, go. So again, there's no better, there's no worse. It's just different. And I wish people would take the time to explain these things, but I guess that's what I'm here for. So more skin-like, a little bit quicker, very quick, easy peasy. Now this is optional. You don't have to do this. I'm just gonna quickly stamp on a wing. I'm gonna take that pointy side, see the angle, and I'm just gonna go boom. There we go. And then I'll just lightly tap over it. Perfect, good enough. If you were still struggling with the wing a little, just take your E29, the In a Rush, and just tap over that a little bit. You can just smooth it out. There you go. So we still have a little secret shape, but we didn't have to worry about the precision. Now I did teach this technique. Everybody did it and they all liked it too. So I'm gonna grab a little, back to the In a Rush brush. Remember y'all, I wear contacts, okay? And I did see a lot of people doing the technique. I don't even want to call it a hack because what I do is it's gonna work. It's working because I'm out here testing it. You just need the tiniest amount, and you can even, if you can't shut one eye at a time, I mean, just shut both. That way it's not getting in there. And then I saw a lot of people just using a ton of powder, and you really don't need that much. I mean, I can open my eye and do this and it's not buffing in to my eye. It's just a little bit. And again, the contacts are there. There they are right there. So it's not a lot of powder. I can't stress that enough because I saw people like honestly picking up this much and putting it near their eye, but maybe that was for views. Yeah, I could do a lot of things and get, I was saying I could do a lot of things and get a lot more views, but I just don't, I want you to actually be helped. I want you to feel encouraged, empowered in this. And sometimes when you do things, then you'll miss out on that opportunity because you saw it done a certain way just for views. Just like, remember when the MAC Squirt lip gloss were going viral and everyone was just clicking them? We can all do that, or we can be helpful, but the people that do that they get a lot of them views, but I just can't do that. I can't do that to y'all. So again, all I'm saying here is that we didn't need a ton of powder and to flip it into the eye. Just the tiniest amount. The reason that we powdered the lash is that sometimes the skincare gets on there, and then what happens is the lash is a little too wet to hold the curl. So we want to make sure it's nice and dry so it holds the curl initially. And this is my favorite lash curler right here. I've really been enjoying the e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara. We're doing a coat of this. Make sure everything's nice and coated. There we go. While my lashes are getting tacky, I'm buffing in a little bit of concealer. We are going to use powder foundation, but we want to make sure we use any liquid before we put on our powder foundation. We're actually almost done. So easy. And then put on as much concealer, as little concealer as you want. I do recommend lightly setting this, but we'll just use the powder foundation to set it. It is self-setting, but for me, body heat, even though I'm not even oily, body heat just wants to aggravate the way things wear, and powder just kind of seals it. Okay, our lashes are just tacky enough. I have this technique, and I have tested this so many times. It's so important. That looks like a lot of powder, but it's really not. And you want to make sure it's even. See how that's lumpy right there? That's going to be too much. So you just want it to be lightly coated. Do you know how when you have a baking sheet and you coat it before you put something in it? That's all you need. Now it's not going to go into my eye. It's not going to do anything. There we go. And then we'll just hold it, and then it just sets the lash, and it works out perfectly, and powder's not getting anywhere, and we're all safe. And again, I've tested this now. I don't even know how many months I've tested this now, and my lashes are not breaking because this is acting just like it would on a baking sheet. It's just greasing it, and then it doesn't get stuck. It just, there you go. Boom, bam. Perfect. Flawless. 10 out of 10. I would recommend. Now, depending on the coverage you're after, you can just use the side of the E29 to tap this in if you wanted more coverage. Or listen, if you put on more concealer than I did, a puff. Please use a puff to set. But I don't have on a lot of concealer, so I can just use the side to really just press it in. I'm also going to take it around here. Take it around these harder to reach areas. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to do a little bit of cream blush. I'll just do powder blush, it's faster. So let's go ahead and we'll grab it on a puff now. I do want more coverage on my cheeks. See what I'm talking about? Oh, and if you were thinking about getting this, which I highly recommend, I'm Balanced to Dry, and it's 10 out of 10. I've never seen such a creamy one. I bought this myself originally. I did a review all on my own. That ad that you see everywhere, that was just me. They paid for the ad after. That was not a paid ad. I love this stuff. I've loved it for many moons now. I love it. Fun fact, if you have seen that original ad, I'm using the C41, but if you ever see it again, look closely because it's all black. The C41 was not even released when I did that video, and what you're seeing in that video is a prototype. So that video, when it pops up for me, is so nostalgic. And if you wanted lighter coverage, the C41, but if you wanted more coverage, say you want less coverage on your forehead, you could use the C41. But if you want more coverage, maybe you have a blemish, maybe you have some redness on your cheeks like I do, the puff. This blush is so pretty. I already have some of it on. I was going to put a little bit more on. I'm filming a TikTok while I'm doing this. That is so pretty. It's very, very buildable, and it does have a little bit of a sheen to it, very much skin-like. So pretty, and it was really, really, really easy to put on. This might sound like a bad thing, but it's not crazy pigmented. And even where I'm at in my makeup journey, if I reach for something crazy pigmented when I'm in a hurry, it slows down the process. We could end up in absolute chaos. So this feels like a really good in a hurry situation. I like dibs. I like dibs a lot, and that is just beautiful. We have a cooler moment and a warmer moment in one. I like it. And if I'm in a hurry, I'm just gonna throw on a balm and gloss. I love these so much. I went and bought all of them. I love them. This one is Rosy Utopia. No lip liner. And look at how pretty. It just really enhances the blush. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There's a couple good tips here. I think I mentioned it before. I just kind of wanted to go over some more of the things. But if you do want to check this out, go lighter. Again, I wear shade fair, and I would think that I would wear light, even medium to the way it looks in the pan, but they do kind of, I don't want to, they melt into your skin, and you get great coverage, but you don't go off of this, because even this kind of looks too light, and then once I just get it worked in, it just kind of disappears. But then you can go too dark. And I've seen a lot of comments going, this was so orange on me, I didn't enjoy it. And I get that. It might have just been too dark for you, because you might have thought, hey, I wear shade light. I wear shade light and everything, as do I. I wear light medium and 99% of things, but this I do wear fair, so go lighter. I think that's it for today. I will definitely save this on YouTube. There should be another one up today. Mondays is there. I'll have tomorrow up today, and then we'll do today's tomorrow. But then tomorrow's Thursday, and that's where we just sit and talk about stuff. Kind of excited that I did a more simple look. This is a lot easier to take off, so I can film some more stuff today. All I do is film. If you've ever wondered what I do, all I do is film, and I get in here and I get in this makeup and I try to think of ways to help you. And I don't really like to review products as much. I do, but I don't know. But then a lot of you tell me that my opinion really does matter to y'all, and that means the world to me. But I honestly feel like there are people who do it and they do such a good job at it, but it really means a lot that y'all actually care about my opinion and that it means something. So thank you for that. I think I might film a few reviews today as well. So in case you've ever wondered what I do when I'm not here on my story, that is film. That's what I do. That's it. Sometimes I go to the grocery store and I get a Starbucks, and then I come back and I film some more. And I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. I love what I do. I love it so much. I think that's how I've not gotten to the point where I've ever had burnout, because when I started this, I had no idea what this was. I didn't look at this as, oh, I can do this for a living, or I'm gonna, not a clue. Still kind of clueless. I just love it. I love what I do. I love discovering new products, and I love playing in makeup, and I love helping people have fun with makeup. So 10 years, almost 10 years of doing this, and still not a burnout day. So I love this, and I love you more. In case nobody's told you today, I love you. Don't know what I'm posting tonight, but I'll see you there in the comments.